Get started. Can hello? Hello, hello.
Okay, this
Answer. Can Hi there, we're gonna get started in just a minute. Thanks for the patience. Thanks for coming. Leave the volume on because I want to see if it. Okay, but the video's not working. Can we try for? I guess I should just try this. Hello. Okay, hey everybody, sorry for the delay getting started, some technical difficulties, but I think we got them all taken care of, so thanks a lot for the patience. It's nice to meet you all. Welcome to the new peers, and thanks for taking the time to come. My goal today was to introduce you guys to the new website, let you know what we're doing and why. But I do want to give a little bit of background, so I'm going to spend just probably about 5 minutes, quick background myself, why I'm excited about this, and the background for why we made the big change at Peers, and then I'll walk you through the site, and then we'll end with questions. So If you have any questions, please tweet at us just at peers, or send us an email at hello@peers.com. I'm sorry, hello@peers.org, and we'll spend some time at the end answering questions. So, all right, so just a little background on me. I've been thinking about the sharing economy for a long time. I got involved. My first entrepreneurial activity was kiva.org, which is peer-to-peer microfinance. Connects people in the developed world who have a little bit extra cash with people in the developing world who need access to finance. And so I got really excited about the concept of connecting people online to positively impact the offline world. Following that, in 2008, I founded a company called Relay Rides, which was the world's first peer-to-peer car sharing marketplace. So if you have a car, whenever you're not using it, you can rent it out on Relay Rides. If you need a car, you can get convenient, affordable access to cars right in your neighborhood. So I've been thinking about this peer-to-peer idea for an awful long time. I was excited to dive in at Peers as well. So let's see. A couple of all right, so I want to give a little background on where we came from and what we're doing, what we're building at Peers and why. Okay. We launched Peers about a year ago. The goal is to advance the sharing economy. And over the course of that year, we built a community of over 250,000 people, the largest independent sharing economy community on the planet. We were active in a lot of different ways. Petitions and advocacy was the biggest way that we were focused. We had a lot of success, drove a lot of major impacts in key legal and regulatory campaigns around the world. We also brought people together in community. We had 120 dinner parties hosted in 90 cities across the world. We had a clothing swap where people from all over the world came together to share their clothing and swap. And we had a conference in May where we had over 600 attendees from 16 countries come to the Share conference and talk about the way that the sharing economy was impacting their lives. People were excited about what we built in the first year and the legal and regulatory changes in the community that we created. What we heard from them was that there was more that we could do. We talked to them. We talked to our community about this. We did surveys, we did petitions, and we did focus groups, and we listened a lot to the needs of the community. And we heard two sort of key themes coming around. And one was that people were confused about where to start in the sharing economy, start working in the sharing economy, start earning. Basically, there are a lot of options out there. It's tough to figure out what are the best options for you. A lot of times you're stuck either relying on sensational news stories or marketing in your Facebook newsfeed, and people didn't really know what the best options for them might be. They didn't know all the options out there. They didn't know how much money they can be making on the options once they did start. And so we talked to people. We helped them understand that there, everyone had heard, a lot of people had heard of Uber and Lyft and Airbnb. But once we started telling people about things like Dog Vacay, a peer-to-peer marketplace where you can watch dogs while somebody's gone. Feastly, where people can cook for each other and make money earning by cooking people meals. Or Teach Lessons, which is a platform where you can tutor other people, anything from calculus to violin. And a lot of people didn't know about those other opportunities. Got really excited whenever they found out they could make money cooking or doing other things that they loved. And another thing we heard was that once people started earning money in the sharing economy, that it was a little trickier than they thought that it would be. That they suddenly found themselves as a contract worker or a micro entrepreneur. They didn't realize that they'd have to figure out taxes, and it was a little more complicated to run their sharing economy business than they expected. And so people really talked about wanting additional support to make it easier to run their sharing economy business, and also the need for community. People feeling like nobody has their back, or they feel isolated. Even though there are hundreds of thousands of other people who are doing similar things. It felt lonely and confusing to work in the sharing economy, and it shouldn't feel that way. And so the goal of the goal of Peers was to advance the sharing economy. And after talking with our community, it became clear that the best way we could do this was to support the sharing economy work. So that's what we built. So I take you into the Peers website and walk you through it. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, this is the new Peers. The goal that we're working toward is to make the sharing economy work for you. You know, we've built two key tools that we think will help that, and that will address those two key needs that we had talked about a minute ago. So the first is an income discovery tool that helps you find the best ways to earn. So we can dive into that. So here we've listed a couple of dozen opportunities to earn money in the sharing economy. We have featured platforms right here. And in full transparency, these platforms are paying to be featured. And then we have home sharing, so a place you can rent out the place you live or a vacation home. Ride sharing, car sharing, delivery, lots of different opportunities there. Skills and talents, and things like everything from TaskRabbit, doing tasks and errands, to Etsy, which is a creative marketplace for handmade goods, to Viable, giving tours to travelers in your neighborhood that are visiting your town. Some teaching opportunities, take lessons I mentioned, where you can tutor people. Coach Up is for athletes. Then here's Dog Vacay, and other opportunities to watch for babysitting or adult care, errands and cleaning, and other opportunities as well. So there's lots of opportunities, and I'm sure that we'll see many more coming about as well. So you can tell us, where you live. And then you can talk about your assets. So I've got all of these. So I love pets. Let's see what else. Like to cook. Arts and crafts, Spanish. See what else. There's lots of opportunities for me down here. So I'll click in on Dog Vacay. So here you'll find all sorts of information to make a decision if Dog Vacay will be a good opportunity for you. So a short description up here, average earnings over here, ratings and reviews, and we'll dive more into that. And then details down here. And then we've actually tied into our community forums. There's a community forum as well. So this is some of the best advice from the community. So in order to get started on Dog Vacay, you have to create a listing. And here's a fantastic guide from Pepe Pescadero, who's explaining the best things to think about whenever you're creating your profile. Let's go back out and we can check another opportunity as well. We'll look at Lyft. And so here we're going to spend a little time looking at the ratings and reviews. So this is one of the things that we think is the most important aspects of the new Peers, introducing transparency into work in the sharing economy. So this way you can hear from your peers about what it's like to work on this platform, and also how much money they're making. This can help you make the right choice about if this is a good decision for you. All right, so we can go back to the home page. So the other main tool that we created is called the support marketplace. This is for people who are already working in the sharing economy. So it's a one-stop shop for all the tools that you might need to better do your work. So a couple of key areas: tools to manage your business, insurance, tax and financial, and then legal. So we can run through that. So the management piece is, these are tools that make it easier to run your business. So Breeze is it's a company that provides short-term car rentals or car leasing to use in the ride-sharing delivery platforms. So you can lease a car for a couple of weeks through Breeze and start driving right away on Lyft. It's a great way if you want to get involved in ride-sharing, you don't have a car, it's a great way to get started. Sherpa provides analytics to help you understand your earnings in ride-sharing. Metromile helps you track your mileage. We've got a bunch of other types as well. So it's some Airbnb, Guestly, and Properly. Do property management for your Airbnb. We have cleaning services down here. A lot of different options. If you're looking for health insurance, there we have several options here. We've got the Freelancers Union and Zen99. We have some tax tools down here, and then some legal resources as well. Let's dive into these a little bit more. Let's talk about Key Cafe. So if you use Airbnb or HomeAway or VRBO, Key Cafe is a really convenient way to exchange your keys. So basically, you can leave your key at a local cafe and then coordinate access to your key. Got some ratings and reviews and some more details, and then you can click through. Actually, if you're interested, you can click through in the sign up, and it'll take you directly through the Key Cafe page. We're really excited about the support marketplace as it's creating new products and services to support people in the sharing economy. We think this is really important. We're excited about this as we think that there are new needs for people in the sharing economy, and we're excited about the new tools to meet those needs. So Peers is actually going to be creating a couple of products as well. So we're excited to release those. One product that we're working on is a new insurance product. It's sort of a sharing economy flavor of a existing type of insurance, but really built for people in the sharing economy. Another one we're working on is something that's designed to introduce greater reliability and stability to ride-sharing drivers. So it's a totally new product. There's no counterpart in the traditional economy. And so we're excited about the support marketplace being a gathering point for companies to understand there's a new group of consumers who have new needs, a new type of worker. And so we're hoping that the support marketplace will bring a dialogue and will help people understand and meet those needs. So actually, in the forums, there's a thread on different products and needs. So if you have some needs, maybe a type of insurance, a new financial product, a way to make it easy to run your business, we encourage you to start a thread in there and tell people what you need, and hopefully we can get those products created for you. So we're about to answer any questions. Before we start, though, I'm going to gather those questions right now. It's take about a minute to do that. And so while we're waiting, it'd be great if you could go back into the Find Work section and to rate one of the platforms. If you earn money through one of the platforms, please take a minute and go in and rate the company. It's really important that we get more and more ratings there. So please leave ratings yourself, tell a friend, so 60 seconds we'll come back and answer questions. But please take a minute to rate right now. So again, while you guys are rating, the goal of the ratings is to introduce transparency into work in the sharing economy. We want people to make the right choices, that this is a good opportunity for them. We also think that it can help to bring light to any issues that there are. There's lots of articles in the press lately about the different opportunities in the sharing economy, and we want to create a dialogue around what those issues are. So we think that if there is more transparency, that these opportunities will actually become better. Okay, so we've got the questions. So let's see. We're going to start with a question from Adam. And it says, what is the coolest service in the Peers Marketplace for Airbnb hosts? Yeah, I don't want to pick favorites, but there are a lot of great services in there. We talked about a couple of them. Key Cafe I thought was really interesting. It's only in New York, so if you're in New York, it's a way to exchange keys. So you can leave it at a local cafe, and then you can electronically provide access to them. Beyond pricing and Everbook, there's two interesting ones. They're both pricing tools. This way you know that you're charging the right amount for your Airbnb. Whenever that conference comes to town, you get a heads up about it. You know that you should be charging 3 times as much. You're going to be getting the most out of your Airbnb. And there are also a couple of cool property management services. Some of them are entirely digital, like Guesty, but Guesty works everywhere. So they'll manage all of the back end, they'll optimize your profile, they'll manage all of your incoming requests, they'll coordinate with cleaners, but it's all digital. And there's some other tools that are a little more hands-on and provide some actually on-the-ground services as well. So things like key exchange, things like that. I encourage you to check those out. But lots of great options. Another question from, and again, if you have some questions, please tweet to @Peers. So one other question we have is from Marissa Zupan. She says, Peers, what if a platform asks you to take a rating down? Will you, or will everything stay up? Again, one of the goals of the income discovery tool and the ratings is transparency. And so we're not just going to take down ratings. We do want, but we do have rating guidelines. We encourage you to check them out. We want them to be helpful, not hateful. So keep it friendly on there. But please, do feel free to tell us what you think. The one thing is that if there become if any of the reviews are questionable, we will ask people to verify that indeed they do earn money on the platform. So we may require them to submit an earnings statement or something along those lines, that we know that they actually do earn money through those marketplaces, and it is indeed an authentic review. The authenticity of the reviews and the information on the site is incredibly important. All right, we have another question, and Hey Joe NYC. Okay, Hey Joe NYC is the name, and it said we'd be promoting the website and getting the word out about what it has to offer. We're trying to spread the word, so we'd love if you could help us. Please spread the word on Twitter, Facebook, any other social media places, and tell your friends. We need your help to spread the word, but we're really excited about what we're working on. I think it's going to be a great resource for the workers in the sharing economy, and I hope you can help us spread the word. This is a community, so we need to do this together. I think we'll end there. I was hoping to do 20 minutes. Okay, I'm sorry, one more, 12. So from B. Coldwell, this is a general sharing economy question. It says, general sharing economy question, love it myself. Any comparisons to the dreaded communism ever come up? Concerns, just curious. I don't think so. I think this is a community, the sharing economy is a lot of people working together. But at the end of the day, most of the sharing economy companies, do involve some sort of economic exchange. People are there by choice. And so, we think that there is a great economic opportunity for people who do choose to participate in the sharing economy. And we think it can have a great impact on our economy and society. So, all right, I'll leave you with one thing. Thanks again for coming. I have a big ask. Again, we want to get the word out. We want to make sure that there's great content in here. So the ratings and reviews is one of the most important things that we need right now. And so my big ask to you is to please rate the platforms that you earn money on, and also ask your friends to rate. So we're going to post something. We're going to tweet. And we're going to post something on Facebook. So we encourage you to retweet and share the post on Facebook to help spread the word and get people rating. The more information we have, the greater the transparency. Yeah, so thanks again for coming. We will do more of these in the future. And if you have any other thoughts, check out the website. And please send us your thoughts at hello@peers.org. It's very important to get your feedback. So thank you so much.